Ever felt left out of the crypto craze? Not anymore. Welcome to Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, where community meets opportunity. Our clubs are popping up nationwide, from Sarasota to Nashville, Boston to St. Louis. Join us and unlock a world of benefits. Access all clubs worldwide, earn through referrals, and dive into specialized crypto education. Need help buying crypto? We've got you covered, often with reduced fees. But wait, there's more. Enjoy perks like Bitcoin ATMs, silver purchases, and exclusive investment opportunities. Our state-of-the-art facilities offer podcast rooms, event spaces, and co-working areas. Stay informed with FGTV, our exclusive crypto news and education channel. Choose your membership, from day passes to individual or company plans. Individual members get access for themselves plus 2 guests, perfect for bringing friends or family. Companies can bring up to 15 employees or guests, fostering team growth and networking. Connect, learn, and grow with like-minded crypto enthusiasts. Ready to join the revolution? Visit bitcoinbencryptoclub.com or call 562-526-0813 today. Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, your gateway to crypto success.
Quick Trip. Come on, Quick Trip. I need my sponsorships.
Where are you, Bitcoin Ben? Where are you driving right now?
Let's see. Right now, I am on Highway 10, and I think I'm near Phoenix, Arizona.
Does it feel like the old days, Ben, when
Yes,
you were
it does.
preaching out of the truck?
Yes, it does. I love. We have such an amazing country. We have Egypt in America. We have Australia in America. We have Europe in Washington state, and also kind of in like that rainy area over on the west, coast. And we have every single culture of the whole world in one country, and that's what actually makes us amazing.
It's a true
Is-
melting pot, isn't it?
Yeah,
And when you drive through the country, you see it. You viscerally see it.
yeah, and I love the highway, and anyone will actually tell you once you've lived on the road, it's really hard to live a regular 9 to 5 type of job, because you're out here, you're free, you can basically pull over whenever you want to, if you're hungry, if you have to use a restroom. That's why I hate flying. But let me tell you where I'm heading to. We are launching a club out in the glorious Palm Springs, California. We have friends and very influential people in the media in the local area there that cannot wait to launch one of our clubs out there, because there's so many retired people who are getting completely wiped out with inflation. Have you seen the price of eggs lately? Everyone's friggin' talking about egg prices.
That's right. $7-8 a dozen. It's insane.
Yeah, literally the shit that comes out of a chicken's ass is more valuable,
That's one way to put it.
right? Is literally more valuable than like a pack of cigarettes. So
Yeah,
20 eggs are
it doesn't
worth
kill you.
more.
Yeah,
Well, it kind of depends on what type of eggs you're eating.
that's right. We want the organic ones, the
Yes, and
non-COVID jabbed ones.
exactly. And we'll have an announcement in a couple of months on eggs. Just
That's
let
right.
your imagination run with that, folks. Uh, yes, the Bitcoin Ben empire may be getting into natural foods. Hint, hint. How are you, Jay?
I'm doing great, and what a momentous day it is today with the summit about Bitcoin. You know, I was just looking back even 4 weeks ago when we did a show. We said to all our members, we said, you know what? There's going to be a strategic Bitcoin reserve. That'll be a federal government asset on the balance sheet. And boom, last night, President Trump signed it, and that came true. A couple of weeks later, we said, guess what? The states, 18 different states have bills to put
Texas, baby.
Bitcoin. Texas, baby, signed it yesterday. And guess what? I looked at the details of the bill. They have put a number. It's 500 billion that they're going to buy. 500 with a B, right? $500 billion of Bitcoin is going to go into the Texas Treasury as a treasury asset. We fully anticipate the Federal Reserve to have at least a trillion with a T, right? So that came true. Then last week we talked about Bitcoin will be the dominant asset allocation within the Treasury Reserve. Otherwise, in other words, 60, 70%. And that is coming true right now. And we said Bitcoin would be a separate asset class from the altcoins, and that is coming true right now. So we're on the right trajectory here, Ben. Tell me more about what you're thinking about, when this kind of buying starts to happen. We're talking about $1 trillion, $500 billion from Texas. That's 1.5 trillion right there between the federal government and Texas. And that doesn't include China. It doesn't include the enterprises. It doesn't include the private companies, the MSTR, everybody who's going to get, and that doesn't include the retail. So let's say we see I don't know, $4 trillion market cap instead of the 2 trillion. That pegs the price right at $200,000 per coin just by simple math. 4 trillion divided by 20 million Bitcoin, right? I mean, that's the denominator is constant. It's 20 million. You can't change that. So the price has to go up. That's the only variable. What do you think?
Absolutely. Uh, this is why for almost 9 years I have been preaching and educating people on cryptos, especially on Litecoin and like Bitcoin, because those are the true decentralized, world changing coins. Because you have to understand how this is going to play out. We now have a ledger of truth that everyone is jumping onto, because we've had a world of lies we have ran, and there are more and more people running to the ledger of truth. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the price. I love that. Well, actually, I loved this morning when it went down a little bit so I could buy more. I love price appreciation. That's great. that's going to help out so many Americans. But what I'm really excited about is the way everything that touches or interacts with this cryptocurrency that we lovingly call Bitcoin is automatically slapped in the face with reality. So you have, I don't even know what our national fucking debt is right now. Probably $100 zillion by now. I don't know. It's ridiculous. But taking this crypto, taking all of the Bitcoin superpowers and plugging it into the federal government system is a virus of truth. And that is what our country and the world needs. Because now, and everyone freaked out, oh, Trump's not going to buy Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. You guys are missing the point. Read the document that they put out yesterday. He said he's not going to use taxpayer money to acquire any of the Bitcoin. Folks, he is doing exactly what the founding fathers did. They adopted silver, and then they linked the silver with the currency and required all of the countries to actually pay the tariffs in silver or in U.S. currency. That's what he's going to do here. Why do you think Russia is actually buying a shit ton of Bitcoin? Because they don't want to hold the U.S. dollar. That's losing value. What they want to hold is they want to hold some Bitcoin so that when they have to pay the tariffs, they're actually not really paying for it, because the appreciation of the reserve asset will allow them to actually pay tariffs for free in their own currency. Because, and that's fundamental, you have to understand where we're at. We're at a point where if you purchase, this is, all right, here's an example. Lately, I have been actually buying a shitload of trucks and vans for our clubs. I pay in cash on smaller purchase. Well, I say smaller, and relatively it's smaller. So basically, I sold some old Bitcoin I had that I'm pretty sure, according to my records, I actually paid $1,800 for each of them. I have actually purchased 6 vehicles for the equivalent of about $3,000 of old money.
Wow.
Now,
that's a good deal.
I think I explained it right. Could you re-explain what I just explained?
Yeah.
Let's actually do our ad real quick, and then when we come back, explain how people, with what I just said, you in the future, you can literally buy $1 million house for $100,000 right now.
In a world where your data is constantly under attack, one company stands for your digital freedom. Introducing CALIX Solutions, your gateway to ultimate online privacy and secure cryptocurrency trading. Meet the Liberty laptop. With its modified OS and advanced tracking prevention, it's your shield against surveillance. Access restricted areas, use recommended security software, and browse with confidence. Your digital footprint? Virtually non-existent. For the crypto pros, we present the Crypto Laptop. Pre-configured on premium hardware for secure trading. Optimized for your favorite wallets and exchanges, it's the fortress your digital assets deserve. Both laptops come with expert individual training and support. You're never alone in your journey to digital empowerment. At CALIX Solutions, we put you in control. No more worrying about data breaches or compromised transactions. Ready to join the revolution? Visit calixsolutions.io and choose your perfect laptop today. Plus, become an affiliate and earn while sharing the power of digital freedom. CALIX Solutions. Unlock your digital freedom. Give us a call or text at 702-845-8276 or visit us directly at calixsolutions.io.
And we're back. So, Bitcoin Ben, you just laid out three very big points that need to be unpacked a little bit and expanded on so that our viewers can truly understand the magnitude of what you're saying. Number one, you talked about the budget neutral aspect of the federal government purchasing Bitcoins. And what does that mean? What does budget neutral mean? We'll go a little bit into that and explain. Number two, the big point here is fix the money, fix the world. And that is where you're talking about this scourge of corruption, the inflation, the money losing value, you being able to buy for $3,000 6 different trucks with old money versus what the new value is. That's a big piece of it. So we're going to unpack all of these aspects. So let's start with the first one. I'm going to read to you guys what the actual statement made was and what it means so you understand. It says the following: the Secretaries of Treasury and Commerce are authorized to develop budget-neutral strategies for acquiring additional Bitcoin, provided, there's a condition, these strategies have no incremental cost on American taxpayers. So that's the statement that was issued as a part of the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. And what that means, simply put, that the U.S. federal government will acquire Bitcoin without increasing the budget deficit or levying any sort of new taxes. So that opens up tremendous opportunities for the federal government to buy a lot of Bitcoin within the construct that has been laid out. So here's an example. We have things called gold certificates, and these gold certificates are given by the Treasury to the Fed. And will you believe it, the gold certificate, and then of course the Fed prints money and gives it back to the Treasury to dole out, for all the different budgetary items that the government has. Now, those gold certificates are currently valued at an outdated value of $42.22 per ounce. And of course, as you know, the price of gold is now well over, $2,800 an ounce. So simply by revaluing the current gold certificates will add $800 billion to $1 trillion onto the balance sheet of the Treasury. That $800 billion can be used to purchase Bitcoin all you want without taxing one penny to the taxpayer. And that's right there. I got $800 billion. Now that's not all, right? Then you go to something called a special drawdown. This is called an SDR. And with the IMF, with the International Monetary Fund, each country has these, think of them as tokens, right? And you can trade. So when you want to draw down from a reserve, you trade your token with another country and you get the cash liquidity. We have over $160 billion of SDRs. There you go, quantitative QT. So those can be cashed in. There are other ways. So for example, Dodgy is right now selling off these unused buildings in Washington, D.C. We have land, we have wasteful spending going on. All of the savings that are coming from that is budget neutral. You can sell off all these useless pieces of land, these buildings that are not used, which are on the balance sheet of the Federal Reserve. You can sell all that off and buy Bitcoin and put that in the Bitcoin reserve. So that's another hundreds of billions of dollars worth of assets just sitting there, waiting to be, of course. And then there's the 200,000 Bitcoin from Silk Road and the forfeiture of assets from the drug lords and the bad guys. That is all going into the strategic Bitcoin reserves, right? There's also a ton of money. And when I say a ton of money, from what used to be TARP, when they bailed out a bunch of companies, and COVID-19, there are pools of unused money in the tune of billions of dollars that are sitting there. Again, that's budget neutral. It does not put a deficit on the budget, and it does not increase tax. So that's another huge pool of money. And then, of course, the U.S. will do on a macro level what our friends in El Salvador did: issue some Bitcoin-backed bonds. Corporations come in and buy it, right? And now you got all this cash, and you can go buy Bitcoin. You're not increasing the budget deficit. Neither are you increasing the taxation. Finally, the policymakers who are going to be meeting today could very well come and say, you know what, we'll accept taxation in Bitcoin, and we'll actually give you a 10% discount. So if you owe $100,000 in tax and you're a big corporation, or you own $100 million in tax, we'll let you pay $90 million in tax as long as you pay in Bitcoin, because we know that Bitcoin is going to go up in value. So the reason I'm laying this out for you guys is because the core thesis that we are creating here, what Bitcoin Ben just said, he explained it simply. He bought 6 cars for the price of $3,000. That, at the heart of it, as I laid out these 6 different ways in which the federal government can buy Bitcoin, put it into the Federal Reserve, what's it going to do to that $36 trillion debt? Bitcoin is going to appreciate. Now, the math is very simple. The math is price is equal to market cap divided by number of coins. That's it. So if the market cap right now goes to, with all these $1 trillion of the federal government, $500 billion from Texas, another $250 to $300 billion from the state of Florida, another $200 billion from the state of Utah, or, these 18 different states, suddenly you have $3-4 trillion added on to the existing.
You stupid.
I love it. Yeah, he doesn't buy Bitcoin.
Oh, Jesus. That guy literally looked like he had fucking Down syndrome.
He probably did. That's on the rise in this country with all the bad food. We'll talk about the food supply later, but yeah, there's a lot going on here. But fucking I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Just stay safe, please.
Oh, I'm completely safe. I'm in a huge RV. That guy was in like a Volkswagen Bug.
Perfect. Squish him like a bug, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. All right, drive safe. All right, so back to the point. We have just laid out, which perhaps the summit will put together a plan to buy all of this Bitcoin. The market cap goes up, the value goes up. It's as simple as that. The denominator is fixed at 19 million, going to 20 million right now. So that's scarcity. So that's the first part. You need to understand that all the things we have told you so far have come true. And now we're telling you that simply by the power of math, the price of coin will increase because there's going to be buying pressure, which is now this is real, folks. The U.S. government is buying Bitcoin. Now, let that sink in for a moment. This is not a trivial announcement. Let that sink in. Bitcoin is real. It's here to stay. When the U.S. Treasury buys it, every high net worth individual is going to put 2 to 3% of his portfolio or her portfolio into Bitcoin. It's just how it's going to be. And that's all going to put an upward pressure on price. And you, the guys, our members who have been buying Bitcoin, who have been dollar cost averaging Bitcoin, are going to be the direct beneficiaries from that appreciation. But let's get to the bigger point, much bigger point, actually. Fix the money, fix the world, right? That's what Bitcoin Ben is talking about. Let's look at the world today. I was just driving in the car and I was saying, what's wrong with our world? And I came up with 5 things. We have a broken monetary system, debt going through the roof, money printing. It's centralized. Few people control everything. It's corrupt because few people control everything. It's inflationary. Your money is less and less valuable every single day. Venezuela and the currencies and it's exclusionary. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. These are big problems that's the world we live in today. But here's why Bitcoin fixes that monetary problem, right? Now, if you look at inflation and you look at the monetary devaluation that's happening with fiat money, we have 21 million Bitcoin, folks. Satoshi wrote that on his paper, and you are aware of that. You can't make any more than that. It's a direct hedge against that inflationary pressure, right? So that's number one. It fixes the problem. The second is a corrupt and centralized banking system. What does Bitcoin do? It's completely decentralized. You don't have bank bailouts when you have Bitcoin. You don't have endless wars being fought with fiat money that is just printed on a printing machine, right? This is a big deal. It's peer-to-peer. You can send money to who you want to send it to without the government and the middleman and everybody else controlling it in the middle. So that's a big problem it solves. It fixes the world. Look at the wealth inequality, right? We have 1.7 billion people in this world who are unbanked. These are completely unbanked folks. What Bitcoin does is it levels the playing field. It creates the ability to create cheap transfers. I don't have to wait for a banker who's going to roll in his Cadillac at 10 o'clock in the morning and say, oh, gee, your wire transfers can only go out till 2 p.m. And that's only Monday through Friday, by the way. We don't work weekends and we don't work the rest of the... No, folks. In the crypto world, we work 24/7, 365, and then some. You can send money anytime you want, anywhere you want, without the middleman. You don't wait for wire transfer fees of $50 every single time, right?
Yes, and hang on a second. All right, this is what I have worked my ass off for, is this wealth transfer. I have known that this would eventually happen. Lots of us have. It only makes common sense that our government and other governments, because remember, what are governments? They're just a group of people looking to have more power. You have Russia, who wants to be more powerful than the U.S. You have China, who wants to be more powerful than the U.S. Well, as they wrestle over who will own the most of the Bitcoin, the average people who have listened to my show and who have heard what I have said, learned and actually done their own homework, who have got in on cryptos and also Bitcoin, you guys have actually gained wealth. And it isn't over, folks.
Bitcoin Ben's signal is a little weak. Oh, there you go. Okay, we got you back.
Okay. All right. according to my #1 Washington guy, who will actually be at the White House today, we have 11 years where on a yearly, on average basis, Bitcoin will go up 90% a year.
Wow.
Not 90. And folks, I'm telling you now, and Jay, what I want you to do, if you can hear me, is I want you to explain our loan program.
We'll be right with the loan program after this ad. We'll be right back.
Okay.
In a
All
world
right.
where your data is constantly under attack, one company stands for your digital freedom. Introducing CALIX Solutions, your gateway to ultimate online privacy and secure cryptocurrency trading. Meet the Liberty laptop. With its modified OS and advanced tracking prevention, it's your shield against surveillance. Access restricted areas, use recommended security software, and browse with confidence. Your digital footprint? Virtually non-existent. For the crypto pros, we present the Crypto Laptop. Pre-configured on premium hardware for secure trading. Optimized for your favorite wallets and exchanges, it's the fortress your digital assets deserve. Both laptops come with expert individual training and support. You're never alone in your journey to digital empowerment. At CALIX Solutions, we put you in control. No more worrying about data breaches or compromised transactions. Ready to join the revolution? Visit calixsolutions.io and choose your perfect laptop today. Plus, become an affiliate and earn while sharing the power of digital freedom. CALIX Solutions. Unlock your digital freedom. Give us a call or text at 702-845-8276 or visit us directly at calixsolutions.io.
And welcome back. This is Dr. J on the Bitcoin Ben show, and Ben is joining us from the road today. He's driving on Route 10 somewhere unknown, moon landscape. All right, we're going to talk a little bit about our loan program, as Ben just mentioned. Folks, this is, oh, look at that beautiful view. Oh, amazing. Looks glorious somewhere in Arizona. Okay. So as Ben said, look, this is going to be the greatest transfer of wealth to the average Joe, to the average Jane, if, not automatically, if you participate in the process. You have to do something about it. Now, we at the club, we at the Crypto Club, Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, have been educating folks. We have been keeping you away from scams. We're advising you on how to buy crypto, how to open your wallets. And now we're coming to you with a fabulous new loan hub. It's a program that is allowing you to use a little bit of leverage, use your good credit to go and buy crypto with very, very beneficial programs that we have put together with our syndication partners, with our financial partners, with our banking partners. So
And
the
no KYC. Ha, 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 ha.
so yes, it's no KYC on the crypto purchase. So that's a two-step process, okay? For folks who have some money put away in your savings account, which is doing nothing for you, you're obviously welcome to participate in what we call the Bitcoin buy program, Bitcoin purchase program that we have put together, which is no KYC. So you send us the money that you want to buy crypto with. As members, we pool that money and we buy this directly from the sources who have Bitcoin. You're not limited to that $500 on Coinbase and $1,000 on Cash Wallet, Cash App. So we are able to make bulk purchases for you at very competitive rates. And once we make the bulk purchases, those coins go directly to your wallet, to your custody. We certainly recommend you get a CALIX laptop if you're going to be spending money to buy Bitcoin, and very secure, unbreakable put that Bitcoin onto your CALIX laptop. We have a special program for you. If you're going to be buying Bitcoin through us, you get the CALIX laptop at $100 discount, and you get a Faraday bag. That's a bag that you can put your laptop into. So if there's electromagnetic signals that can potentially destroy data, that will not happen. All right. So really great program. That's called the Bitcoin Purchase Program, and that is a no KYC program. That's in effect right now. The deadline for getting the cash over for which you are club members is only open to club members, and you have to be a club member, and you can wire the money before Tuesday 5 p.m. That's the cutoff for that week's purchase. It's a weekly purchase, so we pool all the money by Wednesday. By Tuesday 5 p.m. is the cutoff. By Wednesday we pool the money, we do all the accounting, we get it over to our purchase partners. They purchase the coin somewhere in that Wednesday to Friday range. And once that purchase is made, we then disseminate the Bitcoin, your pro rata Bitcoin, to your wallet on the following Monday. That's the system for Bitcoin purchase. Now, for those of you who do not have a bunch of cash sitting around, which is many of us, we have put together a loan hub. And there are different kinds of loans. So all you need to do is call the number 941-413-6920. And you call that number or text to that number. We're going to send you a loan application on your email. That's very important. You read through that loan application. You are required to give your driver's license for that. It's a loan, right? It's a loan. So the loan will be anywhere from $10,000 to $250,000. So be sure you specify what amount you're looking for in the loan. It's kind of important you specify that, all right? And you fill out that application. There are 3 pages. You need to sign every page. Some of the loans we are receiving, they're only signed on the first page, not the second and third. Now it delays the process because we got to go back to you. So make sure all 3 documents attached on that email are signed and sent to the email that we have given you on that loan package, right? The loans are of 3 kinds. You just file for one time, but it qualifies you 3 different kinds. The best kind is free money. So we have a program for qualified individuals who have a job, who have a 680 or more credit score, and provide the driver's license, fill out the loan package. You can qualify for a 0% APY up to 2 years on a credit card loan, anywhere from $10,000 to $200,000, depending on your credit rating. So that is just free money. You don't have to pay anything for 2 years. You can take the money that you receive, you can invest it, you can buy Bitcoin with it, and now as Bitcoin appreciates at the end of 2 years, you pay back the original loan, and whatever you're left with is the gain that you have achieved. And just to go back to what Bitcoin Ben was just talking about, we know that Bitcoin, this is just historical performance. Last 5 years, the risk-adjusted return on Bitcoin has been over 60%. And now he anticipates that accelerating to almost 90% per year. So even at 60%, if your loan is at 15% or 18%, you've got a 40% spread that you're gaining. You're essentially shorting the dollar long on Bitcoin. That's what you're doing at the end of the day by taking this loan, right? You're shorting the dollar. So that's the first program. Now, once you qualify for that, most of you will, if with a good credit score, you also have a term loan option. So let's say you want $200,000 on the loan and you qualify for $50,000 under the 0% APY program. The $150,000 could come as a term loan. The term loan could be multi-years. It could be 3 to 5 years potentially, where you're paying a monthly payment just like a car payment over the course of the number of years. So the longer we can stretch that, and they'll tell you how much they can, the underwriting will tell you, you're paying a monthly payment, but you have that $150,000 additionally that's made available to you, right? So these are very good programs, the same application. You don't have to apply twice. You specify the amount you're looking for. Our underwriters will first see if you apply and qualify for the 0%. And if you do, up to the full limit that you want, great. If not, they'll give you the limit they can and then extend the rest of it through the term loan or through a personal loan, right? So these programs are really important that you call now, get the information and get into the pipeline. We have a number of syndicated lenders who are standing by to look at your credit history and look at what you qualify for. But this could be really, really important for you, for your future, for those who have not saved up enough and you believe that Bitcoin is going to go to the moon, and this is your opportunity to get in for the greatest wealth transfer. Bitcoin Ben, over to you.
Yeah, there's a reason we have launched this program right now, because what I want everyone to realize, this is your Michael Saylor moment. This is when you can do exactly what Michael Saylor has been friggin' doing for the last, like 4 years or so? Almost 4 years. And all he has actually done is he has, in a regular way of actually thinking about it, he has taken the good credit of his company and he's leveraged it, just like you can with these loans. And this is why I've launched the clubs. Get the fuck out of my way.
The man is on a roll.
Lord,
get out of the way, folks.
I gotta.
He's driving like Bitcoin's gonna go up.
I have a tank of gas and a half a pack of smokes. I'm on a mission from God. It's literally your moment. And you have a guy driving somewhere in the middle of the fucking desert, yelling at you, telling you, now's the time. If you have any credit left, get Bitcoin with your credit. I'm also doing it. How I actually do it, and we also offer this. Well, we'll offer this in a few weeks, probably officially. I'm just going to announce it now. Fuck it. What I actually do is I have a bunch of Bitcoin. I take out loans against the Bitcoin. Then I buy more fucking Bitcoin. We will have a program like that in a few weeks. We're crossing our I's, we're dotting our T's, you know what I mean. And we'll have that offering too, where you can leverage your assets and get more assets for free, because then each of the assets, which is the Bitcoin or cryptos, is going up. So you'll basically exactly like Michael Saylor. The majority of his Bitcoin he owns and that his company owns eventually will be as if he purchased it free. And that's why he says he's 100% into the Bitcoin. Well, why don't you own shares of Apple and blah? Because he's smart. He literally was the valedictorian or summa cum laude or whatever the fuck you call it at MIT. That's when you're the smartest motherfucker in a room full of smart motherfuckers. And this guy literally says, why would I sell number one in order to buy number two? It doesn't make any sense.
There's no number two. That's his phrase.
Exactly. There is no number two. There's only the Bitcoin right now, and alts will have their time. Trust me, next year, this show, we're going to be telling everyone you should buy a little Bitcoin. But we're really going to be talking about altcoins next year, because the rollover capital that's going to waterfall out of the profits of your Bitcoin will waterfall into altcoins. And we're going to tell you when to do that, because I have lived this world for almost 9 years now. And some of the people who are older than me, not to, point anyone out, Heidi, but she's actually been in since like 2011 or 2012 or something. I think she might actually be a Satoshi Nakamoto, but don't tell her I said that. All right, this is the opportunity of not even of a, what is 1,000 years? Is
a millennium?
You say, yeah. It is
of a millennium. Yeah.
Yes. It is the opportunity of a millennium. Your grandchildren are going to have a shrine of you in their mansion that you helped them get because you actually got a loan and you hodled. Grandpa, what'd you do during the great wealth transfer? I bought fucking Bitcoin. Now go get me my slippers and a newspaper, you little shit.
What a visual that is, Bitcoin Ben. But before we go, one last thing. When you send that application in, also include 2 times in the following days or in the next couple of days that you are available, so that our underwriters can reach out to you at that time and talk with you. All right, and go over the forms and go over the application. So just include 2 time slots that are good for you for our underwriting team to call you. Okay, Ben, we are out of time right now. Any parting thoughts? Otherwise, we're going to call it a wrap today.
Yes, this is all I want you to do. And really, to tell you the truth, I hope you let us help you. If you don't right now, just give us a call. Give us a call and get the information. Send us a text at the telephone number. Get yourself in line for one of these loans. Don't be the guy who in the future your homeless grandchild looks at you and says, Grandpa, what did you do during the great wealth transfer? Don't be the retard who says, well, I held on to my fiat, because your grandson is going to slap the fuck clean out of you.
Now, you don't want that to happen. On that happy note, get those slippers and the newspaper for Grandpa. God bless you. God bless America.
Oh, hang on.
Hang on.
What is our telephone number they can call or text?
It's on the screen. It is 941-413-6920. 941-413-6920. Call or text this number.
Are
Standing by.
Love you guys. Have a great day. And Jay, God bless you. God bless everyone. And especially, God bless America.
Woo! Ever felt left out of the crypto craze? Not anymore. Welcome to Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, where community meets opportunity. Our clubs are popping up nationwide, from Sarasota to Nashville, Boston to St. Louis. Join us and unlock a world of benefits. Access all clubs worldwide, earn through referrals, and dive into specialized crypto education. Need help buying crypto? We've got you covered, often with reduced fees. But wait, there's more. Enjoy perks like Bitcoin ATMs, silver purchases, and exclusive investment opportunities. Our state-of-the-art facilities offer podcast rooms, event spaces, and co-working areas. Stay informed with FGTV, our exclusive crypto news and education channel. Choose your membership, from day passes to individual or company plans. Individual members get access for themselves plus 2 guests, perfect for bringing friends or family. Companies can bring up to 15 employees or guests, fostering team growth and networking. Connect, learn, and grow with like-minded crypto enthusiasts. Ready to join the revolution? Visit BitcoinBenCryptoClub.com or call 562-526-0813 today. Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, your gateway to crypto success.